x-axis, it will be symmetric. The curve is this. Parabola is this. Parabola is passing through the origin, undoubtedly, no problem at all. Now, where the curve and the parabola meets, intersect each other, that point is this, suppose. That point, if I have to solve, then solve these two equations. This 27a into y square is 4ax. I have substituted here from this second equation. This second equation here, y square equal to 4ax, equation of parabola. So solving these two equations together, we can find out the intersecting point of the two, curve and the parabola. I mean this curve, what is given to us. I've just assumed that this is the figure. And let me find out that what is the point. Okay, this is 8a comes out to be, because I have done it number of times with the students, so I understand this point. Now let me solve that. Let me show you that how it is coming. So y square is 4ax. We have substituted in equation number 1 from second, equal to 4 into x minus 2a whole cube. Okay, now whole cube, if I just calculate from this point, whole cube, it will give us some value. Or if I open this whole cube and solve it, then also it can be calculated. So this 27, or if I put x equal to 8 is suppose, we have to just prove that this equation left hand side must be equal to right hand side. Then also it can be done. This 27a square into 4. Okay, 4 into 4 into x is 8a. X is 8a. I have substituted this 4 into a square. Okay, this is equal to 4 into this is 8a minus 6, 8a minus 2a, that is 6a whole cube. What about this? This is 8 to the 32. Let me just factorize them in simpler forms. This is 3 into 3 into 3, 27, and a cube is there, no problem, and 2 into 2, this is 4, and 2 into 2 into 2. So 2 is 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 is 3 times, no problem. Here 2 into 2, this 2. Now 6 is 3 times, so it will have 2 more 3 times, because it will have 6 into 6 into 6, 6 includes 2 and 3 both. So 2 is also 3 times and 3 is also 3 times. Okay, so this is an a cube, because a cube is there. So same thing is obtained. It means x equal to 8a is the solution, is the intersecting point for the value of x. We have solved it. So this is 3, 3, and if we are not able to solve, then solve it. Open the whole cube and then take this step to that side, then solve it finally. So we will calculate that x equal to 8a is the intersecting point here. Okay, now we see here that AQ is in the left hand side. This is AQ here, and 3 comes 3 times. This is 3 times, and 2 comes 5 times. Same thing is obtained. It means this left hand side is right hand side. It means x equal to 8a is the solution of this equation. So x equal to 8a, at 8a, this point is, these two curves are intersecting at x equal to 8a. For that, x equal to 8a is there, and y will be 4 under root 2a. That is simple question. Now let me check that what is asking here. Now, find the volume of the area enclosed between the curve and the parabola. So between the curve and the parabola is this area. Now this is the area. Let me take. This is A point here, this is B point here, and this is C point here, and this is B dash. Let me take. So what is total volume of the figure? The volume of this is the arc here, B dash A B. This is the curve here, and okay, and so we have to just revolve A B C. This A B C is revolved around. This area is revolved around x-axis. So this whole figure is obtained. This volume of this figure, we have to find out. The volume of the figure, let me take volume of the solid between the curve and the parabola. Between the curve and the parabola, okay, is generated by revolving the area, which area? ABCA about x-axis or around x-axis? Around x-axis. Okay, so this is this curve ABC. B is here. ABC. This curve is revolved around. This area is revolved around x-axis. So this total solid figure will be obtained. That is the volume we have to find out. So the volume in this case, again here we have to find out that this is the curve here. This x coordinate we have to find out. This is delta x. This is P point. If I take, let me take P point here, and this is Q point. This is M and N point here. M and N point. Delta x. So elementary area is pi y square into delta x. Pi y square into delta x, and y is from delta x we are taking. So x is from 2a to 8a. At this point 8a and 0. X is 8a. So from 2a to 8a. Volume thus generated. Volume of the solid between the curve and the parabola is generated by revolving the area ABCD. So this is equal to given by 2a x equal to 2a to x equal to 8a. This is pi into y square into dx. That means this is 2a to 8a. Pi into y square is now okay. I'm sorry to say. This area is to be subtracted from this one. This whole curve volume is not this. I'm sorry, this is not the volume. What is the area between the curve? Curve is this and parabola is this. So this is the, let me shade this portion. This area we have to find out. I'm sorry. This area we have to find out. So we have to subtract from the whole parabolic area the area of this. Let me take this area. I'm sorry. This is not the volume here. Let me find out this. This is a bit. This is the area which we have to find out. Area between parabola and the curve. This is the area. How it can be calculated? First we have to find out that from this 0 to 8a limits. So the parabolic total solid will be obtained. From that we have to subtract this 2a to 8a limits. So this area which is shaded portion will be obtained. That is to be calculated. I'm sorry. The volume of the solid which is between the curve and the parabola is this shaded portion. So how it is calculated? Let me just solve it. So the volume of the solid between the curve and the parabola is, what is that? This is O B A B dash O dash. This is O B A B dash O. This is the figure. I mean area of this. Sorry, this area. This is unsolid. This is the solid here. Parabola. Volume of the solid. Volume of the solid. This is the solid which we have revolved around the axis of x. So this is the shaded portion. This total volume we have to find out. So this will be equal to, let me take. So this is equal to the volume between, first is volume of the total, this OB, or we have to take that OBCO is revolved around this minus this volume. Okay, we can take the volume, total volume of this figure. Which figure? Total volume of OB B dash O. This is total parabolic figure. OB B dash O minus volume of A B B dash A. A B B dash AB, B dash A. Try to understand. Okay, this is shaded portion, the volume between the parabola and the curve. I was thinking that curve and parabola. This is parabola, but under the parabola, the area is the shaded portion, and between curve and the parabola is the shaded portion. It means we have to subtract this volume from the total volume of the under the parabola. Okay, that is the point here. Sorry. So this is a bit confusion. It was, but I've just clarified. This is the volume, not that one. So what is the volume of this figure? Parabola. So now let me first write 0 to 8a. Here for parabola, the limits are 0 to 8a. From this point to this point, up to this 0 to 8. So total volume of the parabola will be calculated. This is pi into y square into dx. This is for y square equal to 4ax. This is for parabola. Minus sign. Now here limits will be 2a to 8a. Try to understand. This is from 2a to 8a. This is of the curve, under the curve volume. And under the curve volume is to be subtracted, which is total volume of the parabola minus volume under the curve. So that will give us the difference of the two. That is the answer final. This is pi into y square into dx. This is for y square, that value, which is y square equal to 4 into x minus 2a whole cube divided by 27a. This is y square of curve. Okay, for this we have to find out. So these are the two, volumes which have to subtracted from this to this. Then the difference, the shaded portion will be obtained. I'm sorry, there was a confusion between the, understanding the point here, but this now clear. That we have to find out the volume of the area enclosed between the curve this and the x-axis and the x-axis, curve and the x-axis, curve and the x-axis, and between the curve and the x-axis and the parabola, this between this, so x-axis, parabola and the curve. This shaded portion we have to find out. Okay, now let me solve this. So for this we have to substitute 0 to 8a for parabola. Pi, let me take outside. Y square is 4ax for parabola. This is 4ax into dx. Minus sign here. This is twice a to 8a for the curve. Pi I have taken outside. Here y square is this value. This is 4 into x minus 2a whole cube divided by 27a. It is 27a only. Okay. 27a we can take outside, and it can be directly integrated, or it can open, whole cube can be open and then integrated. So this is into dx. Now let me do this above. Let me do this here. So finally, this equation is to be integrated. The volume, difference of the volume is equal to pi 0 to 8a. I'm again writing this 4ax into dx. Minus sign, this is 2a. Pi I have taken outside. This also 2a to 8a for the curve. And this is 4 upon 27. 4 upon 27a. Let me take outside. 27a, and this is x minus 2a whole cube into dx. Okay, now let me solve it completely. So that is the difference between the two volumes. That is the answer. That will give us the final answer. Let me take pi, first integration x square upon 2. This is 4 into pi into a. Let me take outside. X square upon 2. Integration of x in the first case. This is 0 to 8a only. Minus sign. Here again pi taken outside. Pi into 4 pi upon 27a. Let me take outside. 4 into pi upon 27a. Okay, first let me open this twice a, 8a. Open this whole cube. It will give us x cube. It is negative sign. Minus 8a cube, negative value. Then first step will be minus 3 into this means 6x square into a plus sign. Again it will be, first will not be 6, I'm sorry, this is 3 to the 6 into this, the two are multiplied, so this is 6 into a into x, and then second will be 6 into x into a square. Here the 4 steps here. X minus 2a whole cube is x cube, 2a cube minus 2a cube, this is negative. Then third step will be minus 3 into this, it will be negative. Then minus sign, we keep minus plus here, it will be again 3 to the 6. Now this square will be there, it will be square, which is 6 into a square. I'm sorry, this is 3 into this into this into, let me write it as 3 into this into this, so this is 6 into, okay, let me multiply, this is 6 into ax multiplied to x minus 2a. This is the final value of this. Now let me multiply, so this will be 12, I think, I'm sorry, this is dx. Okay, so this is 2 this is twice pi a into 8a cube, that means 8a square, this is 64a square, minus this value will be 4 pi upon 27a, second step. Now in this case, let me first open this and then integrate it. Limits twice a to 8a, 2a to 8a, here x cube minus 8a cube, minus 8a cube, and this is minus 6a into x square plus 12 into, this is 12 into plus 12 into x into a square or a square x. Okay, now this is to be integrated dx. So first step is 128, 64 to the 128, pi into a cube minus 4 pi upon 27a, this is in bracket. Now first it is to be integrated. Integration will be x4 upon 4 minus 8a cube into x minus 6 into a into x square upon 2 plus 12 into a square into x square upon, sorry, this is x cube upon 3, I'm sorry, 6a into x cube upon 3, first one. This integration is minus 6a as it is, x square is integrated as x cube upon 3, plus 12a square as it is, x square, x is integrated as x square upon 2. Here's the 4 steps. Now this is limit 2a to 8a. Okay. Now this is, now to be summarized, let me summarize here. So finally the volume between the two, the parabola and the curve, is volume is equal to 128 pi a cube. From this also a cube will, 8a cube, first step is it will substitute 8a cube. So this will take time, let me take 4 pi upon 27a, let me keep here, let me solve these two values here. Okay, because nothing is similar. Okay, let me solve it here. Put the first 8a upper limit. If I put 8a upper limit, 8 raised power 64, it will be 8 into 8 into 8, 4 times upon 4 into a4. First step is 64 into 64, that is the value, and upon 4, this is first 8a be substituted in place of x, that is the value, minus sign 8 into a cube into 8a because x is there, minus x upon 3, this 3 to the 6. This is minus 2 into a into x cube means 8 cube. 8 cube means 64 into 8 into 64 into 8 into a cube into a cube. This value 2 into, okay, this is 2, 128 is common, no problem, plus not 2, 6 times, this is 6a square into 8a square, that means 64 into a square, 8a because x square is there. Now with the negative sign, with minus sign, 2a, if I put the limit, it will be 2a4, that means 16 into a4 upon 4, with minus sign is a plus sign. But when you put the lower limit, substitute the lower limit, then the sign will become negative. But this negative is already there, so it will be plus 8a cube into 2a. First step. Second is 2 minus 2a into x cube means 2a cube. That means it is 8 into a cube. 8 into multiplied 8 into a cube plus last is 6 into 6a square is 6 into a square, here 6a square into x square means 2a square, that means 4a square. So these are the some values. Now let me further solve them. So what these values gives us, remember these values. Here a4 is common. Okay, let me take a4 throughout common of this whole. A4 is throughout common, but a is divided this, so that I'll do later, but let me first solve this bracket value. So it is giving us 4 to the 8, 16 into 64. This is 64 into 16 now, first step. Minus a4 are taken outside, this is 64 here. Minus this is 16 to 64 again. Minus 16 into 64. So this 64 and 16 negative and positive, these two values are eliminated. Alright. So this is 8 into 16, 16 into 64, these two values are eliminated. Alright. Plus this value, this is 6 into 64, 6 into 64, let me write as it is. Minus this is 4 only, because 16 upon 4 is minus 4. Okay, because a4 I have taken, and this is plus 16, 8 to the 16 here, plus minus 8 to the 16, okay, this is 16, 16 cancelled out, plus 6 for the 24, plus 24 is there, final value. So what do we get here? Alright, so this is minus 4 plus 24 and this value and this. Alright, so that means 24 and 4 is plus 20 difference. 66 into 64, 164 is cancelled out, so this is 5 times 64 left over and plus 20 that we have to add. So this will give us a4 into, okay, if I take 64 common from these two, this means 6 minus 1 means 5 into 64 plus 20, but 24 and minus 4 is plus 20. This is the value out of these whole. So this is, let me solve it further. This is a4 into 5 for the 20 to carry, 5 6 is 30 and 2 32 plus 20, 340. This is 340 here. So let me write here 340 a4 into a4. This whole value has come out 340 a4. Alright, so a4 and this a, so aq is common, 128 pi, this is also there, 128 pi aq, first step, minus Now this is 4 into 340 into pi AQ. This is also pi AQ. Pi into AQ. Pi into AQ divided by 27. A we have taken only A and A4. This is AQ only now left over. Okay, so is there any cancelling? 3, no, it's not cancelling. This is a simple even number, this is odd number, so with 3 we cannot cancel out. No, 3 1 is 3, 3 1 no, odd number, so only 27 will left over. It will be left here. Let me now solve it. 128 can be taken common. Pi AQ is common. 128 minus 4 into this. If I take something common here, so here if I take 128, that means 64. Is it divisible by 64? Let me take 4 into, if I divide it by 4, 4 is a 32 is divisible. 4 8 is a 32, 4 5 is 20 into 8 into 4. Why? Because 4 5 is 20, 0, 2 carry, 4 8 is a 32 and 2 34, 340. Okay, upon 27. And this is 4 4 is 16 only common. If I take 16 common, 16 into pi AQ upon 27, let me take outside. Now this is 16 into 8. 16 8 is 28. So 8 into 27 minus sign divided by 27 we have taken. So this is 4 into 85 only. Now left over is 85. Why? Because 27 I have taken LCM, and out of these two, 4 for the 16 I have taken common. Out of this also, this is 64 into 8. So 16 into 8. 16 is 128. So 16 if I take common, 8 will be left over. 8 into 27 will be there. The difference is what? Let me check. Now 8 7 is 56, 6 5 carry, 8 to the 16 and 5, 21, 216, 85 subtracted, minus 6 minus 5 is 1, and again, okay, 11 minus 8 is 3, 1 carry, 131. This is 131 here. Okay, so 131 upon 5, this value is, so 131 upon, not 5, only 131 is the value. Difference is 131. It is into 131. Now we have to multiply this because 16 1 is 16. 6 carry. 1 carry. 16 3 is 48 and 1 49. 4 carry. 16 is 16 and 4 20. 2096 upon 27 into pi AQ. Try to understand. This is the final volume, cubic unit. This much cubic unit is the volume of this figure, which is between the parabola and the curve, or curve and parabola. This is the shaded portion. Volume of the solid of revolution, okay, between the two curves, parabola and the curve. Okay, this is the answer finally. 96 upon 27, final answer. It has taken some, some calculation is involved here, but calculation is just be calculated from limit 2a to 8a. Okay, that was complicated one because this value is to be summarized in case of y square equal to this. So that whole cube was opened, and after that we summarize this value. So this is the final answer. Question number 3 we have completed. Now I'll take question number 4. Let me take question number 4 here. 96 this answer upon 27 pi AQ. Okay. Question number 4 now. Okay. Now question number 4. What does it say? Now question number 4. Let me first read it and then we'll try to understand. Okay. Question number 4 is the part of the ellipse, okay, cut off by a lattice rectum revolved about the tangent at the nearer vertex, and the volume of the reel thus generated. Now let me just define that what is the reel here. here, what does it mean? Now question number 4. Here ellipse is given to us, same ellipse as we always take. Here it says ellipse is this. This is the ellipse here. This is x-axis. This is y-axis, y-dash axis. Here it is A. Now it says, suppose this is the focus here, S. Now it says the part of the ellipse, x square, let me write the ellipse here, x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1. This is curve number 1, which is given to us. Now this curve solution we will find out. But before that, let me understand, or let me tell you that what is the question given here. It says the part of the ellipse, okay, here it is A total, A0 minus A0, B 0B, 0 minus B. Okay, all the 4 vertex are there. Now question is, okay, let us okay, is cut of Y a lattice rectum? Its lattice rectum is cutting. Revolve about the tangent at one of the. Now it is, suppose this is the lattice rectum. Now lattice rectum, the point here at the focus is AE and 0. This is the point here. Lattice rectum, let me take L, S, and this is L dash. Lattice rectum is defined like this. Okay, now question says about the tangent here. So this is the tangent at the nearer vertex. Okay, this is at x equal to A. Tangent is at x equal to A. This is the nearer vertex. Now if this lattice rectum is revolved around the tangent, then this curve will be, let me take the curve here at equal distance. Taken a smaller distance, let me take bigger distance. Let me take this is here. So this is the figure here which we have obtained. The point is, so what is the okay, volume of which figure we have to find out. The volume of this figure we have to find out. Now it says that this curve is revolved around, okay, and this ellipse is, now this ellipse